Hi, this is Chris with The Power of Quiet. On the last video, I pointed out a rather alarming statistic about New Year's resolutions. That is, only 8% are actually achieved. I mean, we all know that the success rate is low, but 8%? I mean, come on, wow. And yet, we go ahead and set these resolutions anyway. I'm sure you have, right? Either you've made a clear resolution, or there's just something you want to change in your life in 2018. Either way, wouldn't you like better odds than 8%? After all, if you're going to set resolutions, why not give yourself the best chance of getting them? So this is what we're going to look at and focus on in this video. Why is the success rate so low? Well, let's look at it this way. When you're looking at making a change in your life, whether it's less weight, or more money, or more free time, you're wanting to get someplace different than where you are now. You want to exist in a different picture, a different story. The problem is that the story you're in right now has a lot of momentum to it. And that momentum, it's based on past habits. And you're trying to clash with all those past habits. Now, let's look at an example of losing weight. Let's say you want to lose 20 pounds or 10 kilos. But all your eating habits, your lifestyle habits, and your thinking support the weight that you're at right now. So you try to counter this by creating new habits, like setting up a schedule to go to the gym 3 times a week. Now this new habit, it has no momentum to it. It's brand new. And compared to the old habits, those old habits are like 100 times stronger. I don't have enough time. The gym is out of my way. I'd rather watch TV. See, all these thoughts and all these feelings and mental programs are way bigger. And that's why you often find yourself starting off strong. Maybe you hit the gym regularly the first couple of weeks, but then you miss a day, and then you miss 2 days. And before you know it, you're making excuses not to go at all. Now this is how it happens, right? Now it's like you're David going up against Goliath. But here's the thing. Wouldn't it be easier if you could bring Goliath down to your size? And what I mean is, instead of pushing towards where you want to go, your focus is better spent on neutralizing what's keeping you stuck where you are right now. Now let me give you a personal example. I used to smoke cigarettes heavily for about 15 years. And I tried countless times to quit cold turkey. Yet here I was facing the Goliath of past habits and feelings. I could never beat them, and I always caved in. But once I learned how to let go, I tried a different approach. You see, what I noticed was that I was using the smoking to hold down the feelings I didn't like. And when those feelings arose, let's say stress or just the sensation of craving, I had to reach for a cigarette. So I decided one day that I'm just going to bring up those feelings that I'm using the cigarettes to push down. So I just invited them up and opened up a huge door. And in one afternoon, I let go of all that bottled up energy. And after that, I never had to smoke again. So the point is, if you want success to become easier, you got to neutralize what's keeping you stuck right now. Now with this in mind, take a look at something that you want to change in your life this coming year. For example, let's say your goal is to be $1 million richer this year. Now, instead of wishing and dreaming for it and trying to get that million, just take a look at what you don't like about where you are now. In a way, can you see that you're trying to escape the situation? And you're hoping that the million will rescue you from this crummy situation. But as long as you don't like it, you're stuck in it. So right now, just think about it. Think about this goal that you would really like to have this year. Now, when you think about it, just notice how you feel. In fact, disengage yourself from your thinking mind, your analytical mind. Just bring your awareness down to your feeling center, into your stomach or chest. And if it helps you, you could even close your eyes, even put your head down toward your stomach or chest, just to bring your awareness here, into your feeling center. And when you think about this goal, just notice if there's a tension, a tightness, a contraction. Now, what this feeling is a feeling of disconnect between you and having your goal. It's like a feeling of separation. And a feeling of separation is no fun. That's why it feels all tight and contracted. Now, of course, if you have this contracted feeling of separation between your goal, that's going to stop you. And as much as you try to go for your goal, as long as this is in place, this barrier that you're feeling now, it's going to be difficult. And see, this is a representation of the Goliath, of the past habits now that are blocking you from just stepping into this new life you'd like to have. All right? And this, we can let go of. We can just neutralize it completely and get totally at peace. All right? So just open up now an imaginary window or door. Wherever you feel this energy, just open up a door and imagine this energy going right on out this imaginary door. Just allow it to leave. It's just energy. It's not good. It's not bad. It's just energy. Open up and allow it to pass through. And allow it to pass through even more. And even more. And just relax into it. The more you relax into it, the more it comes up, and the more it just flows through without effort. So let go of fighting with it. Just allow it to pass through. And even more. Just allow it to leave. And even more. And even more. And even more. And notice how you feel. Do you feel it moving? And do you feel lighter? Now this is showing that we're dissolving this barrier of separation. All right, so just open up even more. And allow this energy to pass through. And just notice it wants to leave. But when you don't like it and you don't like where you're at, you're fighting with it and you're not allowing it to leave. But it's just energy. So just open up and allow it to leave. Allow it to leave even more. And even more. And even more. And notice how you feel. All right? And notice if you feel quieter. Like less bothered, less noisy in your mind. You just feel more quiet and present and satisfied in this now moment. Now, take a look to see if you don't like your current situation. Maybe you don't have enough money as you'd like. Maybe you don't have enough time to spend on yourself because you're spending all your time working. You're working so much you can't enjoy life. You don't like that and you want things to change so you can be happy. And we always go chasing after the happiness rather than settling and getting at peace with where we are now. And that's what we need to do. We've got to be at peace now. And get to the place of imperturbability so that right now we're not bothered by anything. So see if you're disapproving of where you are right now. And you're hoping that this resolution, this goal of yours is going to make things better. It's like, gee, if I had that million, that'd be nice. But see, that's just wishful thinking. Now, if you're disapproving of yourself right now, how does that help you? See, what you're doing right now is making a decision to be negative. And how are you going to achieve something positive by being negative now? That's silly. Now, you're doing this, right? It's your decision to be dissatisfied with now and to disapprove of what's going on now. And if you're making that decision, now you can turn this decision around. Make a smarter decision. Could you let go of disapproving of yourself? Just a little bit. Could you let go disapproving of yourself a little bit more? And could you let go disapproving of yourself even more? And could you let go disapproving of yourself even more? And even more. And even more. And even more. And even more. Notice how you feel. Does it feel better? More positive? All right, of course, we're moving in the right direction. Now, could you give yourself some approval right now? Wherever you're at in your life, whatever's going on, could you decide to be positive anyway, despite what's going on? And could you give yourself some approval, despite what's going on? It's your choice. Just choose to love yourself. Now, could you love yourself a little bit more? And a little bit more. And could you love yourself even more? And even more. And even more. And even more. And even more. How does that feel? Now take a look to see if there's anything that you're looking to escape from by having this goal. Maybe you're looking to escape from living paycheck to paycheck if your goal is a money goal. Or maybe you're looking to escape having to work so hard. Or maybe you're looking to escape seeing stuff that you'd like to buy, but holding back because you can't afford it. You want to change that. Now, see, again, you can go chasing after this dream of happiness lies and having more money. But look at the dissatisfaction of that which you're trying to escape right now. Could you let go of wanting to escape it? Could you let go of wanting to escape it even more? Could you let go of wanting to be separate from this now situation? Could you let go of wanting to be separate from it even more? And even more. And even more. And see if you're trying to control things. Change the way that they are. Maybe changing your habits. Maybe you're trying to change it by looking for an answer, a solution. Now, when you're doing this, you're not accessing your higher intelligence, your higher power of beingness, which is always smarter than this. And to access it, it's just a matter of letting go and letting beingness take care of it for you. But notice how you want to hold on. You want to control it, right? Could you let this go? Let go of wanting to control the whole thing. And more. Just let that go even more. See, you're the boss here. Make a decision. Could you let go of wanting to control it? And more. And more. And more. And more. And even more. And could you be okay with it? Totally okay. Even if the situation lasted forever in your life. If it did last forever, wouldn't it be silly and fruitless to fight with it the whole time? You would just cause yourself aggravation. So right now, just make a decision to be at peace with what is now. Now just let go. Surrender to it. Just surrender to it a little bit. And surrender to it a little bit more. And a little bit more. And a little bit more. And even more. And even more. And just let go. And let your mind go quiet. Just notice how your mind is constantly calculating. How do I get it? Where is the answer? I got to do something. And your mind's just blah, 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 making noise. Just notice it. Just be aware of how your mind is talking to you. And just notice who you are listening to it. And you are, which means you are not that mind. You just are, period. So there's the mind, and then there's you. And this means you don't have to go along with the mind. You could just let it make whatever noise it's going to make. But you're the boss. And it's your mind. Now, could you hand your mind over to quiet? Just hand it over. Let quiet take care of that noisy mind. And could you allow your mind to go quiet? And just hand your mind over to quiet. And surrender to quiet. And even more. And now notice, in this space of quiet, do you really need to change anything? Really? Just being here in quiet is enough. Nothing needs to be different. I don't need $1 million to be happy or to feel successful and enjoy myself. It's just enough to be quiet. Now allow yourself to dive into quiet. Just notice how you feel here in quiet. And in the space of quiet, see if it's easier to go for that million now. Just take a check. Because you're getting at peace with where you are right now. You're quieting your mind. And everything is a piece of cake when your mind is quiet. And it really is easy to increase your likelihood of success when you're quiet. In fact, you could flip it around so that you're 92% likely to meet your goal. How about those odds? Now, if you want odds like that, click below and get on the 21-day Mastering Your Fate course. I show you everything you need to know about quieting your mind fast. In fact, if you click right now, you might find a little surprise waiting for you. In the spirit of the new year, I'm going to give you a little gift, but just for a limited time, so click below and see. And on that note, I'll see you later.